Hello, I'm Karl Maughan. This is my crazy studio. Being in a garden when it's in full bloom is just a great feeling. And it's always fun when I'm actually photographing them and thinking, wow, this is really great. I'm just doing these little rhododendrons that are in the shade. I have a sort of great relationship with sort of the gardens of New Zealand as such. Rhododendrons are a very popular one of mine. A lot of gardens have them in, so it's always been something I've used. And another one is hydrangeas has been another firm favourite. You'll notice I often do paths, and paths lead you into the garden, and that's key, I feel. There's a beauty in the garden, but there's also a menace, and there's two things together can often really kind of combine to make a great painting. I've got two works coming up in the Webb's auction. One of them is called Richmond Road. It's a sort of pun on the name, because it's where my kids went to school in Auckland, but also Richmond was where I took a lot of the photographs of in England of the gardens I used in it, and gardens here. The other painting is a small sort of detail work of Fenelon Garden, which is in Christchurch. I was doing these kind of almost like portraits really of gardens, small areas of gardens, and details from big perennial borders, and Christchurch particularly had a lot of them at the time when I was down there. In the years of my parents sort of doing garden design when I was younger, and me involved in that, sort of really started me off on the whole thing, I feel, you know, and I think in a way it's always been sort of a situation of letting that flow through into my work, you know. I take lots of photographs and I use them and kind of cut them up and, you know, put things together, and that's how I kind of work, yeah. At art school I was trying to figure out how to kind of get into painting. I was sort of doing works around me, and then I realised that I could just take a photograph and just kind of replicate it as close as possible. That gave me a great sort of freedom to do what I wanted. These days I mix a bit of oil in with my paint and get it a bit thinner. Back in the day it was straight from the tube and very thick. It's really interesting seeing those older works when I do, because there's just this real sort of impasto quality. And then I'm going to probably just catch a bit of light across the top as the plan.